Hi everyone. So my name is Ebenezer Shen, and I'm the founder of Cradle Premier Network. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how you can actually install a WhatsApp chatbot into your business, into your Facebook business, into your online business, into your Instagram business page as well. So as we know, we have two kinds of WhatsApp: the WhatsApp business, the normal WhatsApp, right? Now with the business WhatsApp, what happens is that usually when someone sends a message, you would either, if you are very good at your marketing or your social media, you have a good social media skill, you are likely to set the welcome message. So when someone sends a message, right from there, the system is able to respond to it quickly for you. That is by welcoming the customer. And after that, it ends there. To more extent, what you can do is to add quick replies to it, and that will be it. So for instance, if someone reaches out to us right now, and this is the normal WhatsApp business, what is going to happen is that they will just get a quick heads up. So you could see this individual, as he reached out to us, they got this quick automated message, and it ends there. And these are the quick replies. So when you use the slash, you're able to get some quick replies where you can easily send to your customer. And this is where it ends. You're not able to further move ahead with the conversation unless you are manually sitting there and then you are typing a message to communicate with this client or this prospect. However, when it comes to this chatbot automation, it goes beyond the welcoming message. You have the chance to, utilize this tool, this chatbot system, to be able to respond to messages on your behalf, and be able to tell people about their pricing. Go ahead to even book calls on your behalf. And if you're e-commerce business, people can easily directly inside WhatsApp, place a sale or place an order, and it will be delivered to you right from there. So in this case, I'm going to use the Credit Premier Network chatbot system for you to see. So let's be first and foremost clear all the chats, and I'm going to send a message to this chatbot that we have created. And it's a normal WhatsApp. It looks like a normal WhatsApp, but when we keep on, as the course progresses, you would notice that there's a way different side of this. This is what the user get to see, but the other side, they get to see something, and we get to see something different, way more advanced than this. So for instance, the customer comes into your DM and says something like, "Hello, good afternoon. I want you to help me with my social media marketing." And then they hit enter. And so usually with a normal WhatsApp business, you expected that the welcome message just quickly greets the person and it ends there, waiting for you to, rather come and then continue the conversation. But in this scenario, you saw that there was something that looks like someone was typing, and then it went ahead by saying, "Great, Credit Premier Network. Social media is one of the most powerful tools for growing your business in Ghana, but only when it is backed by a system." This is, feels like someone sitting somewhere responding to this message. It is quite different from that of the welcome message where, which it says, quick heads up, welcome, or maybe, "Hello, welcome to your business name. Let us know how we can help you," and it ends there. It's going ahead to ask me, "What is the name of your business?" So let me go ahead and say Cradle Premier Network. And it still wanted to ask me what the industry that my business is in, right? So right now it's continuing to ask me, what social media platforms are you currently active on? So let's select one of the options and select all platforms. And how often are you currently posting? We post 3 to 4 times a week, so we are going to select that. I'm going to select that. And what is your main goal from social media right now? So assuming I'm reaching out to create a Premier Network and I need social media marketing, and it's trying to gather information about my goal. Basically, we can say my pain point. What exactly am I really looking for? And that's going to influence the decisions that the sales team will be taking, so they can send the right invoice to me. In this case, if I'm aka the prospect. So I'm going to select drive sales, and it says what is the phone number? Okay, what is the best phone number to reach you on for a call? So I'm going to provide a telephone number 0559614253. And do you have a monthly budget in mind for social media management? So let me say something like 2,000 cedis. And now it is gathering all this information so that when any team member comes in, they'll be able to what quickly follow up or send an invoice to me as a customer. So look at what it follows next. Credit payment network. So it first went with my name. That is Cradle Premier Network. Thank you for taking the time to respond to the questions. One of our social media specialists will review your information and reach out to you within 5 minutes with the invoice. And they went ahead to say, while you wait, feel free to explore what we do. So whilst I'm waiting, I can actually click on this to have a look at the website of Cradle Premier Network. And if you go through all the services that, um, we render, and if I want to just see how we work, you could see how we work over here. I can click on that too as well. And this is happening directly inside WhatsApp. So the user is not really taken out of WhatsApp. The user is not really taken out of WhatsApp. They get to see all the information that they're supposed to see, and then they will take the action, right? So now, after 5 minutes, the sales team will just come in here and then check it out, and then we'll send an invoice to this, um, person or this prospect. And if you are having even like a very good a team management tool or an ERP tool, this system can be integrated into your ERP. A typical example is if you use an Odoo, you'll be able to integrate it into your Odoo, platform, and then every message that will be coming in will be inside Odoo as well. So even your sales team, if they are not online or your customer service is not on WhatsApp at that particular moment, you'll be able to see it inside Odoo or your ERP software, and they'll be able to quickly respond with and send an invoice to the prospect. Assuming that the customer service is not around, or even you, the business owner, you're not around, when you come, all this information that the system was asking will be gathered, will be taken and stored as a note. So inside the chat. So when you come, all you have to do is look at the kind of conversation that went on, and then just give this customer a call as a follow-up. That is how it works. And I can further go ahead and communicate with it to even, experience how powerful this AI tool can be. Let me say something like, thank you. You know. But let's see what comes with it. Thank you. All right. So hi, my name is Nia, and I'm Credit Digital Growth Assistant. I'm here to guide you. So if you need assistance, let me know, and so forth. Right. So we can further move ahead and type menu to even get to see most of the services and the product that Credit Premier Network renders to their customers. So what can we help you with today? So we can the customer can actually go through this, select what exactly they want, and then move ahead with it. So something like um let's go with something like meta ads and see what comes. All right. So now have a look at what we are seeing here. Credit payment network. So it goes with the name, right? Perfect time is setting up your ad campaign properly makes all the difference. Most businesses make the mistake of boosting a post and calling it advertising. This is not how it works. So proper campaign needs the right audience targeting, a focused landing page, and so forth and so forth. And it goes ahead to list the pricing for you. So basically, this is really configured in a way that it will be able to respond to most of the queries, almost about 90% of the messages that your customers will be sending to you. So you can go about your day and then, later look at your dashboard or your live chat, and then you will see all the information, and you'll be able to give this client or this prospect a call or a follow-up call. In this same system too, you can also set sequences where you'll be able to, create a sequence. When I say sequence, more or less like a follow-up messages where after a client comes into your DM and say they want to work with you, but later, they ghost you. This, sequence will keep on following up until they eventually become what? Your customer. So now let's go back to how are we going to actually get there. But before I even jump onto the system that we are going to use for this chatbot automation, we need to know what you need first. So the very first thing you need is you need to have a Facebook page. So if you don't have a Facebook page, you cannot really set up this account. You need to first just create a Facebook page. The Facebook page looks something like this. Okay, so usually you should see something like a dashboard, your logo with all this information where you'll be able to see all these as well. Okay. Um, Mostly people confuse that with the normal um, WhatsApp profile. So what I'm showing you right now is the WhatsApp profile. You know, it is a WhatsApp profile and it looks quite different from that of the page. You could see that it doesn't have a lot of, you know, features here when it comes to where you can embed links and so forth and so forth. You can just be posting, but not really do so much with this page. And in terms of the number of people who even follow you on your normal profile versus your business page, the normal profile, that's the normal business Facebook account, is quite less compared to the Facebook page. Okay, and usually this is the first account you'll be given before. This is going to be the first account you'll be given when you create your Facebook page. That means that is your profile. People get to see you, your friends get to see you and follow you from there. Now, with the page, you would have to create it. So if you're on your PC, you can create a page from here by clicking on page, and you create a new page by filling all this information. And once you're able to finish filling everything, your page is going to look something like what we have here at Cradle Premier Network. So first, you need to have your Facebook page. You set up that Facebook page, and we can start from there. Now, another thing you need to also know is that you need a fresh phone number. So the system recommend that you use a new phone number for the WhatsApp business platform, which is in this case a chatbot. This phone number should be dedicated solely to your API activity. So it should be dedicated solely for your WhatsApp. That is your WhatsApp chatbot automation. That is what this number is supposed to be used for. In this case, maybe you may be having an already existing WhatsApp business number. In this case, like what you can see here, you could see if I click on settings and we are checking the telephone number of this account, it is 0559614253. That's what we see over here. If I want to actually use the same number for the WhatsApp chatbot automation, then I'll have to delete this whole business number. And we already have an existing customers over here, and maybe we don't want to delete them. Okay, what you can do is to use a new number for it. However, if you want to use the same number, this WhatsApp business number, you already WhatsApp business number, then you will need to first and foremost delete everything. If you want to use an existing WhatsApp number, you will need to delete that number from WhatsApp or the WhatsApp business app before connecting it to the existing WhatsApp business API. My advice is that we've tried this and it did not really work as it was supposed to be. If you use your already existing number, there's a high chance that I wouldn't be able to migrate it. That is the issue you're going to face, and you can't return back to your normal business WhatsApp. So I would highly recommend that you go with the first approach by getting a new number for your WhatsApp chatbot automation. Now, you don't have to worry about whether you'll be able to connect to your Facebook page because people know that number already. Facebook already has, this feature where now you can connect more than two numbers, two business WhatsApp numbers. So when you click on dashboard, you will see linked accounts. And when you click on connect WhatsApp number, you would notice that so far we've connected almost up to three numbers. So we have one here as a primary number and another one as a secondary number, right? So you can add other numbers. So connect a maximum of 50 WhatsApp numbers to your page and use any of them for certain types of ad posts and other experiences. So right now you don't have to, worry about whether you'll be able to connect other second number or third number. You would be able to do all this as well. Okay. So now how do we get started? Now that we know that before you get started, um you need to have a different or a new number completely, and you need to also have a Facebook page as well. Okay. And what I would also say is that you need to sit with that your business certification, your registry or your certificate, your business certificate is ready. Your Ghana card, in this case, if you're Ghanaian, your ID card or your Ghana card should be ready for you to be able to upload, especially if Facebook requests for it in the course of the process. So have your new number, have your business certificates ready, have your Ghana card also ready. So you need to register the business so that you will be able to upload a certificate to prove that you are a genuine business. So to get started, we are going to go to this website called WhatChimp, and I'm going to leave it in the comment section or inside the description, so you'll be able to just click on it and move ahead with it. So that's how it looks like. You'll be able to watch demo and sign up from here. So first, all you need to do is to click on sign up. And once you click on sign up, just fill it with your information. If you are registering for your business, you can fill in with your name, your own personal name, and then you fill it with the work email. So in this case, Credit Premier Network has already registered for it. So what we need to do is that we just have to log in into our account. And once you register here, you'll be given, your password and then the link to where you can have access to your dashboard in your Gmail. So sit with the Gmail that you're providing is one that is good. If you're using a web mail, like a customized mail like info at or hello at your company name.com, then you need to sit with it. You can have access to this at all times. I would highly recommend that you go ahead and use Gmail rather, so that you can easily have access to it. And like I said, once you are done creating, it goes into your Gmail, and then you'll be able to have access to your password and then the link, the URL path to your dashboard. So in this case, this is how it's going to look like. This is how the dashboard is going to look like. Once you register, this is how it's going to look like. Okay. Yeah. That's how it's going to look like. So we are going to look at how we are going to connect the WhatsApp to this system. So the very first thing you need to do is to connect your WhatsApp. And to connect your WhatsApp, you will come here, click on connect WhatsApp, and then click on connect WhatsApp here. So there are two, options or two buttons you're going to see here, integration. First, connect WhatsApp with catalog permission. If you are an e-commerce business and you want to list your product, let's say you want to list your product on your profile, usually with the normal WhatsApp business, you'll be able to add your catalog, some of your business information, your product over there. So when users click on catalog, they'll be able to see all your product and services. In this case, Cradle, we don't have any, but you can add your new items if you are into water closet, if you're into any other fashion brand, you can list all your products over here as well. So over here at, on WhatChimp, if you want to embed your catalog, your business, images and the pricing and everything to it, Facebook provide that as well. We call that the e-commerce manager. If I got that right, it's actually inside Meta, business suite or Meta business manager rather. So when you click on this, it will give you the chance to connect it and create the catalog as well. Now, if maybe you're a service provider, you don't need the catalog in your system or in your chatbot, then you can just go ahead and click on connect WhatsApp without catalog permission. And then this is how it's going to look like. It will ask you, prompt you to log into your Facebook account. And once you do that, and I click continue, when you click continue, it will take you to a different, dialog page, or a different page where you would be able to create your WhatsApp chatbot over there. Okay, so whilst it's waiting, it's loading, let's wait and see how it's going to be. So you're going to click on continue, and you're going to select your portfolio. So in most instances, the moment you create your Facebook page and you come here, your portfolio will be created for you. Okay. So when you come here and the portfolio is not there, you might be asked to create one. Or other than that, you have to go to the Meta Business Suite and go to the Meta Manager to create a business portfolio. So here's the portfolio is a collection of assets related to your business, including pages and accounts. All right. Um, for the purpose of what we are doing, I don't intend to walk you through the Meta Manager. I will do a separate video for that later on. So you just have to select the the portfolio that you have, and then you select the WhatsApp business account. So in this case, I have this account, so I can click this one and then go to next. Or if you don't have one, you will be asked to create one. So that is how it's going to be. Now, once you create, so this is where it matters. Add your phone, your WhatsApp number, add your WhatsApp phone number. And so this is where you use a new or existing number. Click on that one and select add new WhatsApp number. That's what you're supposed to select. And you type in that new number here. And then a code will be sent to you. You can use a phone or a text message. Once it's sent to you, it will be approved, and then you'll be taken to the next page. You click next, and then you have access to your WhatsApp. And when you connect it, this is how it's going to look like. So you could see Credit Premier Network has already, linked their WhatsApp. We've actually linked our WhatsApp here. So every information here is synchronized with that of the information that we are seeing here over here. So every information you see here is actually also being seen over here at our chatbot. So this is how you get started. You connect it over here. This is not really a complicated process at all, like the other WhatsApp, chatbot out there. And even before we continue, you wouldn't have to connect your WhatsApp ID and the access token. This is too technical. So you can leave all these, just come here and click on connect WhatsApp and then click on any of these, then you'll be good to go. So to even show you more pictures of it, it's going to look something like this. Click on WhatsApp, connect WhatsApp over here. You go ahead and click, sign into your Facebook account, create your business and fill in your business information, your name and all the your country location. And I'll leave all this link in the description so you can even read more about it. And once you've connected, they will, you've connected a number, you'll be given a new code which will be sent to you via SMS or phone number, and then it will be connected. Now, one thing I forgot to add is that don't forget to add your payment method to it. Your payment method to it. Now, what happens is that this system, this chatbot, WhatChimp, the reason why we love using WhatChimp is because this WhatChimp doesn't charge you anything when it comes to the API. Rather, you will have to pay a lesser amount to Meta for the messages that you'll be sending out to, your customers or your prospects. That is what Meta charges you. I think I've forgotten how much they charge, but it's 0.0 something cents at the moment. So I think it's 0. Yeah, it's not up to. I don't think it's up to $1 at the time that I checked. So here they don't charge any amount on the API markup that you are using. That is the API that you're using, the WhatsApp API you'll be using to integrate into your system. Rather, you pay a little amount to Meta for the messages that you are sending. This is quite different. Unlike others, chatbots that we have out there that help you to integrate, chatbots into your WhatsApp. They will charge you up to 20-25% on the API itself. And this is totally free when it comes to the, WhatChimp. So let's go back to the page and have a look at it here. So right now, you've been able to connect to your WhatsApp and it's being shown over here. And as you can see, I've been able to connect even another second WhatsApp here as well, which we can use to communicate with other clients. Now, when it comes to the bot manager, I'll come to the bot manager later and we'll use it to, learn one or two stuff here. Now, when it comes to the manager subscribers, this is where you can actually upload subscribers, that is contact, using, you can click on the options and go to import subscribers, and you'll be able to upload contacts from your CSV file. Okay, CSV file by giving a name and your telephone number column, and then it will be able to upload it. Now there's even Google Sheet too as well. You can actually integrate Google Sheet as well here, so that you can import it from Google Sheet as well. You can, however, also bring in assign the label. So maybe this number that you want to bring in, you want to assign something like they are all new lead. Yeah, so the next time when you want to send a bulk message or a mass message to the new lead, the new people that have come into your DM, you just have to select new lead. You'll be able to broadcast it to them at once. So that is one of the ways you can actually add a subscriber. You can also create a subscriber by dialing their number and then putting in their telephone number by bringing the plus 233. In this case, if you're in Ghana, then adding all the telephone number. Once you're there, you click on save, and this number will be saved and be added to your subscribers over here. Okay, right. So that's how it's going to look like. And now when you go to the broadcast is where you can actually send mass, message up to 2,000 plus to your contact list. So for instance, it is holiday, you want to run a holiday promotion, you want to send a broadcast message to all your contact list, you can easily do that. For instance, you want to send a follow-up message on a specific kind of lead that came in or customer that came in, you would be able to use this broadcast as well. There's a webinar you want to run, you can actually use this to send a whole set of message to all your contacts and inform them about the new webinar that you want to set up, a seminar and all that. Think about it. If you're in Ghana right now, you know how many, when you pick up to 10 people and you want to find out if all of them use a smartphone, there's a high chance that all of them actually use a smartphone. All the 10 people that you will meet on the road are likely to be using a smartphone, especially if they are in their teens. Okay, so that is one good side of this broadcasting over here, and you will see all the broadcasts that we've done. Look at how all of them were delivered, and let's use it. I think this one was not the right one that we sent. So when you have a look at this, it was sent 4 on 4, and it was 50% got delivered, and one actually opened it as well. Okay, we sent this to only 4 people. I think this was a message we sent on the International Women's Day to only 4 people on our contact list. Okay, yeah. Now, when it comes to Omni channel, what is also called the live chat, this is where you get to see all the live chats or the conversation that is going on, or when someone sends you a message from the WhatsApp. This is where you are going to see. So this is what I was talking about, that when someone sends a message, you get to see a whole different panel inbox where you'll be able to see all the conversation that is going on, all the information that the AI gathered. So when you take a look at Cradle Premier Network, you'll notice the conversation that we had is over here. Look at the left side, or in this case, the right side. You get to see all the information that has gathered. So if you come here, all you need to do is to be able to just pick your phone and call this number and do a follow-up on that. And if you want to set a sequence or remind yourself to follow up, you can just go ahead and use the reminder over here. So let me take my time and walk you through this with ease. So first, when you open a live chat, you're going to see the settings where you'll be able to log out or even install the app on your mobile version if you're using it on a phone. You can also add a new subscriber over here as well. You can switch it to the dark mode, and I don't really think this makes really like any difference because the dark mode is not all that configured well. So I prefer using the light mode over here. And you can also disable notification and create a follow-up list as well. Right, and here it's actually when contacts have been they've been read, all of them will be seen here. And also, if you block any contact, someone came into your DM and you didn't want to continue conversation, you block that person. This is where it will be seen. And also, this is where when you archive any contact, it will show here as well. Okay, so this is where it's actually the unread messages. Okay, this is where if any message has not been read, it will be when you click on it, you'll be able to filter as well. And this is where all conversations are. And I think this mine is where conversations that are already in progress, or I haven't really experienced this very well because usually I'm using the all. But I think when you click on the mine, you get to see the contact that you have saved that you're already conversing with at that particular moment. That's what you're going to see. Yeah, might be right. So that's what, but you don't have to think about that. When it comes to all, you get to see all the contact. If you're not seeing any of the contact that you've saved or you've already had the conversation with, you can just search for the name over here and then you'll be able to see the name from here. So now let's go into a chat and see how it looks like. So over here, you get to actually have a conversation here by typing something here like hello over here and hit enter, or click here to send, and it will be sent to the customer. You can also, and now look at it as we send the message. This is how it looks like at the client side. It looks normal, just like the normal WhatsApp. There's no you wouldn't even notice that you're actually communicating with a chatbot. And then over here, when you click on the plus sign, you'll be able to send file attachment. You'll be able to upload files and send it to the customer as well. And when it comes to the canned messages, these are more or less like when you type slash, it's like a quick response. If we have set up something like that and we type slash, it should bring up quick response where you can easily send it to the customer, especially when they come online, you want to just send something quick, you can do that. Also, when it comes to the send and message template flow, these are already predefined message that we've sent, we've created at the back end or at the back side or on the dashboard. So you can easily forward any of it to the customer and you'll be able to continue the conversation with the customer. So for instance, we have something called a thank you response flow. So you can send that to the customer. And once it's being sent, this is how it's going to look like over here. Yeah, so this is a thank you flow. So assuming that the user has sent thank you, there's a trigger. So if there's some what how we've done this is that if someone sends thank you, we expect that the system will respond something like, yeah, welcome, Cradle Premier Network. Okay, so this is actually the chatbot itself, the bot itself, taking action at the moment. Okay, so it says thank you, and then the system will say, you're welcome, Cradle Premier Network. It is always a pleasure serving you. Remember, we are here whenever you need us. Is there anything we can assist you with? So if I say yes, to continue the conversation with me, and then move forward with me to wherever I'm supposed to be moved to. If I have to be moved closer to the sales team, it will be doing that as well. Okay, so that's how it looks like. So even though it has been sent, but it looks at my side, the internet is not working. Okay, so good. Now it's showing here, hello, Cradle Premier Network, and you can go ahead and take a decision. Let's say if I want SEO services, I'll be able to click on it. So that is what the flow looks like. The flow looks like. Now there's something called a 24-hour window, and that is when the user is not online, you cannot send a message to the person. But WhatChimp is so good. This chatbot tool or API system is very good because it gives you the chance to send a template message or a message template, which we can find it here, that you can directly send to the customer when they are not online. Now, the moment you send to the customer when they are not online, the customer will probably open their chat and respond to you, and then the 24-hour window will be open to you. So you can continue having conversations with this customer. When you come here, you can use the logo icon to be able to, express your feelings or your emotion. I think one of the things I discovered here is how you can actually expand. I hope I got it right. Yeah, you can expand the space or the input field for sending message to your customer. And here you can also translate, messages. Let's say the person reaching out to you is a French. You can actually translate the message that you type there into French. If you want to rewrite it with an AI, there's an AI already embedded into this system, and I'm going to show you around when you go back to the dashboard. Currently what we are dealing with is the bots. Okay, so this, you can rewrite the whole information you have here with the AI. You can record it too as well over here. You just have to give your system the permission to use your microphone. Okay, so now that you know much about this space, now let's have a look at this side. You can click on it and edit the name over here to whatever you want, and you can also use this to search for message that previous messages that you have with the client, to be able to easily see some message or see some past message that came in. And when you click on this icon, you can use this to remind yourself, like a reminder that, okay, I would have to manually or make an effort to reach out to this client after 1 hour. So you can use this to remind yourself, and when it's time to set the reminder and then remind you. You can even go further and set date and a time for it, and you'll be able to, it will remind you when it's time or that date actually get there. Now over here, what you notice is that there's bot reply on and AI reply on. So the bot reply here, the bot reply is more or less like a predefined messages, like a trigger. So we are telling the system that if this customer comes and say hello, send this to the person. But when it comes to the AI is more or less like embedding DeepSeek or ChatGPT or Claude into the system, where it will be responsible for responding to all queries, all messages that will be coming in. So here there's nothing like a predefined message. All you have to do is to train the AI to be able to know what you offer, and the terms and conditions, everything around your business, and then to move with the flow. That is what the AI is more about. Now, one thing is that if you are assigning this to your customer service, and you want to train them on this, what you can tell them is that once a customer sends them a message and they are in the chat, they themselves are in the chat communicating with this client, there's the need for you to turn off the chatbot and then the AI as well. The reason is that if you don't turn this off and you are communicating with the client, the AIs and the chatbot will be interfering. That is what it means. Okay, that is what it means. So all the time when you go into the chat and you're responding to the customer, you need to turn these off. Now there's another interesting thing here where you can actually assign an agent. So maybe you want to assign this to your customer service team. You can easily do that. You have to create I think a role at the back end. So whenever a customer comes, you can easily just let them get assigned to that particular customer and set permissions that they don't even have to see the telephone number, have to see specific things over here in the live chat. If you are like a government agency, you are an organization, and you have different departments, you want to assign it to a different department, like the marketing department, the sales department, the videography, photography, or the media department. You can easily do that using this assigned agent over here. And look at how it has labeled it. So because of the conversation that was moving, or the kind of conversation this client was having with our chatbot, it has indicated that this person is interested in your service and it's a new lead. And so this is going to influence how we are going to know that this person is interested in our services. And so let's do a follow-up call and find out more. When it comes to the sequences are more or less like you want to follow up on the client. Okay, you want to follow up on the client. So You can say if this person reaches out to us and asks for our social media marketing, after 1 hour, follow up with this message. After 2 hours, follow up with this message. After 3 days, or maybe someone reaches out to you, they don't buy from you. You can set a sequence where it will keep following up and keep following up. Now, when it comes to the custom field, this is something you set in the backend or in the dashboard. So now, when someone comes on board and they're having a conversation with you, it will be able to assign, in terms of the business goal. You see here, I selected drive sales, so you can see drive sales over here. There's something like company information, and it says credit promo network. How often the client posts on social media? It says 3 to 4 times a week, and so forth and so forth. It goes all the way to all the the social media pages of the client. So if your sales team, your customer service comes here, all that they need, just look at this side, pick their telephone number, because the telephone number is gathered by default. You can even see it over here as well, and you'll be able to make a call, do a follow-up call with this customer. All right, so I think we've been able to exhaust basically everything over here. So let's go back and have a look at the WhatsApp ad. So the WhatsApp ad is when you actually want to run an ad, you can actually connect your WhatsApp ad, to this account as well. And this is more of the developer side where you have to, if you want to create a webhook workflow, you can easily use this as well. And this is where if you want to use the e-commerce catalog, like I said, if you want to create an e-commerce catalog where you would be able to send your product to the customers, or your customers will be able to see your product directly inside WhatsApp and make payment directly inside WhatsApp. And then the delivery message will be sent to the customer right there in WhatsApp. And then once the delivery is actually on the move, they will get to see that maybe the customer has gotten here, the delivery person has gotten here, the delivery person is on the way, all inside WhatsApp. All right. Okay. As maybe a hospital, the medical facilities and hospitals, clinics, if you want to leverage on this chatbot, you can easily use this to be reminding your patients when it's time for them to maybe come to the hospital, come and do checkup and so forth and so forth. You can, configure all this for your brand as well. And this is an appointment tool. Now let's check the settings and integration. Now the settings and integration, this is where you get to integrate your emails. Maybe have an email provider. You can integrate the email provider into your system. When someone comes into your WhatsApp chatbot and they are communicating with you, you can configure it in a way that it can even send all the messages that is going on into their email, or be prompted of anything in their email if you want to. There's also an SMS integration that you can integrate your SMS provider here, and also responder integration also here as well. If you want to integrate any e-commerce platform to over here, you can do so. WooCommerce, you can integrate the Shopify and so forth and so forth. When it comes to AI integration, this is where you have the chance to integrate OpenAI chatbot into it, or your DeepSeek chatbot into it. That is the API over here. And just a quick one, you have to pay for the API. And we are using the DeepSeek API because it's much affordable. Okay, and we are using the DeepSeek Reasoner as well. You can also integrate your Google Sheet into your system. So you just have to sign in, and then you create a Google Sheet where customers that are coming in, we're able to gather their numbers and directly send into Google Sheets. That is what it means. So you can create multiple sheets for every flow that will be coming in. So maybe you want to gather the numbers of those who will be interested in webinar. And then, when someone clicks or sends anything that's related to webinar, then that means that their names and their vitals, the informations, everything will be sent to the Google Sheet that you've created. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the integration and see if we've missed anything so far. Okay, so you also have the AI training. So this is where you get to train your AI. So I talked about using the DeepSeek or OpenAI. Okay, so maybe you don't want to create any workflow. You just want the chatbot to be able to respond to every message coming in. Then you can use the AI training campaign, where you would be able to train it just by, um, filling it with all the information. So you can see all the information here has been filled over here as well for Cradle. So the system knows so much about us, our telephone number, our booking, link, and so forth and so forth. You can go ahead and add frequently asked questions, add files, add URLs and so forth over here. So for instance, if you want to add frequently asked questions, you can easily add the frequently asked questions here. You can add a URL, and then the URL can import. So for instance, you have a website and you want the system to import all the information on your website. You can just bring it here and then to be imported here. Now the AI knows everything about your business with just one click, and then it will be able to start responding to your customers. You can also use a file that is maybe a PDF file to be able to bring in all your information over here as well. You can use Google Sheets, you can use an API, and all the instructions are actually here. Okay. All right. So also if you want to embed an HTTP API, what is more of the developer side, if you want to do that, you can also use the API, the HTTP API, to be able to fix this or to be able to integrate it as well over here. And that's why I was talking about the user permission, where you can actually create a user permission uh, among your team. So maybe you want the customer service to only handle leads that you have already qualified. Then you can actually create a user permission here that they will be able to handle only those clients by setting permissions, what they should have access to and what they shouldn't have access to. So you can say they should be able to see connect accounts. They should be able to see subscribers, or they shouldn't be able to see subscribers. They shouldn't be able to see the bots, AI tokens and so forth and so forth. So you have the chance to create a whole user permission inside your dashboard among your team. Yeah. Okay, so here too you can create a user, permission, or I'm sorry, the user manager actually for your business as well, where you can provide the name and then the email, their country name, the address, and everything over here. And once you create it, this as you can see, only allow only assigned chat in live chat. Okay, so maybe if you want this user to be able to handle specific numbers or specific countries, you can actually do that. It's similar to what I was talking about. It's basically the assigned agent, right? Personally, I haven't really been using that, so um, yeah, I'll probably try it later on. And here you can also have add-ons. You can add different, connectors to your system. So let's just have a look at how we can create a chatbot. Okay, how we can actually create a chatbot. That chatbot will be able to respond to customers. So I'm going to use the one that we've already created, or let's create something really from scratch. Okay, so let's say we want to create something like um let's say we want to create something like a thank you response. What is going to happen is that you're going to click on create, and when you click on create, or let's create something that we can say the person would send a message like, I want to know you more, or I want to know what you do. Okay, the statement, I want to know what you do. Now you want, especially when someone says, I want to know what you do, it will be able to respond to that conversation. In this case, you're using the chatbot, not the AI. So once you click on create over here, a new interface will actually open for you here. And then once you click on it, you'll be able to set, the message. So here we can say, I want to I want to know what you do. And you can separate it with a comma and add more, more triggers to it, more keywords that it's likely the person will write and send it here. So you can go with the exact match that when someone type exactly this, that is when the AI should respond to it. You can also say a string match, which means that if any of these statements, for instance, know what to do, or let's say something like what you do, is even noticed in someone's statement, this message or the AI or the chatbot should what respond to it. So let's go with the exact statement or the exact keyword match. And we can give it a title like um, I want to know what you do flow. And here we can assign label. So we can say if someone sends this message, this person should be um, this person should have the tag as a new lead, right? Yeah. And if we have any sequence that we've created, we can actually add the sequence. So far, we don't have any sequence, so we're going to leave that. And if you want to also assign, let's say, a custom field like um, a client's budget, the client's goal, company information, we can do that. We can also create a new one here to say if someone says, I want to know what you do, the system should gather that as, the person's pain point. So if someone says, I want to know what you do, if we want to tell the system to consider that as the person's problem, we can actually come here and create a new custom field by clicking new, and then, so let's say you want to say, you type whatever that you have in, let's say company information, and then you hit save. So when that is done, you can actually say company information. So let's say we are considering that as a pain point. That means that anyone who actually sends, I want to know what you do, will be assigned the label new lead, and then the custom field, that is where we are gathering the information of this person. We will see something like a pain point where it says, I want to know what you do. And then if you want to assign this to a new team member or a new, member, you can actually do that. And if you want to gather this into your Google Sheet, you can also do that as well. So as I click that, you can see the sheet that I've connected to our system is here. Is the call center, feedback, and then the leads at Cradle Premier Network. So I'm going to use the call center feedback. Once I'm done, I'll click on save. And then we can go ahead and say, when someone sends this information, the person should get a text. We can also have an image that the person can see. We can embed video, we can embed audio, we can embed, file. We can also create an interactive conversation where the user is supposed to, kind of have an interactive session with, the bot. Okay, we can also have a button and also have a location. But in this case, what we are more interested in is the test. So for instance, if I click test and I type something like, hello, welcome. This is what we do. So what I've done here is just I've responded to this client. And even if you want to even make it more personalized, we can actually insert the name. So we can actually copy the name and then bring it to hello over here. So if I say hello, something, so it's going to go by hello Ebenezer, hello Cradle Premier Network, welcome. This is what we do. And then if I want to list all the service, I can list all the service. If I want to indicate that the system is typing, it will indicate that the chatbot is actually showing what some dot showing that the system is what typing, or the person or the customer service is typing. You can actually say it should delay for at least 3 seconds or 2 seconds. And once you're done with that, you click on save. You can continue to create more, messages and, flows. You can keep saying that you should follow with a video, or you can create a user input flow where you can gather information. Okay, so you can do all this with this chatbot. So since we want to end here for the presentation purpose, after you click on save. So now let's go back to our WhatsApp and have a look at how it actually looks like. So I'm going back to WhatsApp and I'm going to type something like, I want to know what you do. So here is it. Let's see what actually comes. I want to know what you do. And now it says, hello, Credit Premier Network, welcome. This is what we do. And then the services over here. So if you wanted to respond to specific messages, the chatbot can be trained to be able to respond to all those, queries that will be coming in. So I'm going to refresh it. When I refresh it at the bot reply session, you're going to see that bot that we created. We are going to see the bot that we created that has the name, I want to know what you do over here. Okay, so that's how it looks like, and we can actually delete it, edit it. So let me use this to explain. So you can actually delete it, edit it, and import it or export it. So you can actually export this flow into another WhatChimp or WhatsApp chatbot flow, as long as it is this. So I can actually copy this and send it to you. Then you upload it onto yours and it will function very well. So now I'm going to delete it as well. So we don't, because we don't need this. You can also duplicate it over here as well and edit it for yourself. Okay. So this is where the AI agents, you can configure the AI agents over here. So notice how we've been able to enable it and we say it should act like a fallback. When you say a fallback, it means that at a point where there's no response. So let's read this. So when this model is selected, the AI will respond only when the bot fails to match any predefined flow or a response template. So in a case where we don't have anything like in a case where we don't have any flow or a conversational flow for the statement, I want to know what you do, then we expect the AI to fall as a fallback to be able to respond to the conversation. However, we can also turn on AI agent for all queries. And when this is being turned on, the AI will respond to all incoming queries, all user queries. That means that all messages that are coming in will be responded to by the AI. So that is what it means. So it is best for open-ended explanatory interactions where users might ask a wide range of questions. So let's say you are a blogging or like a vlog, a vlogger or a blogger, and you want people to be able to come and interact with you. Now, have this AI is good for you. Okay, so the tip here is to ensure your AI training campaign is robust and well trained to handle a variety of queries effectively. So if you want it to answer any query, then you have to feed it with more information. That's what it actually means. You can also enable the context. That means that you can say you should be able to remember previous conversation that was being done. So you can actually increase it all the way to the past 15 messages. In fact, it has even been increased. It used to be 15, and now you can go all the way to amazing. It used to be just 15, so now that's a good news for us. So you can remember previous and previous and previous conversation. You can actually say that do not assign agents in business off hours. Okay. Do not assign agents in business off hours. That means that let me get this word. Do not assign agents in business off hours. So at a point where maybe the business is not in section, you can also say the AI agent shouldn't respond to it. Okay, that is how as simple as that. And you can also set some restricted topics where you don't want people to be communicating with your AI. Okay. So in a case where maybe the AI is able to respond to something because the customer needs something at all costs, you can set a message that says that's also what we can help with here. For further assistance, contact the team directly here and so forth and so forth. And you can also enable assign conversation to teams. So if you want to ask, okay, this one is not really necessary, but if you want to enable assign conversation to team or department, so in a case where you want, you know, you want to assign the AI something to a specific department, then the AI can also do that at the same time, or a department or a team to be able to do that as well. And you can enable the typing indicator. So while the AI is typing, it will be showing that the AI is typing, and it can also indicate the level of reasoning by the AI, whether it's high or medium or low. Okay. Now, don't forget that if you're using the free version, there's an AI token that you're supposed to respect in terms of credits. So if you use the high and your context is really high, and maybe the rate at which the kind of long message that they send to the customer or the kind of message they send to the customer is really long, then it means that your tokens might actually get finished, as you can actually see here. So if you want to really get most out of it, you need to subscribe to maybe an advanced or a pro plan, which is not quite expensive at all. So that's where you can create chat broadcast campaign. So if you want to create a broadcast campaign where you can send a lot of messages to people at once, you can actually create it here. It also looks like a message template you can actually use to send to everyone. That is what it means. And this is chat widget. So you can create a chat widget so that when you're chatting with the customers, you can actually send us chat widgets to your customer. This sequence, I've already talked about sequence. You can create sequences here where it will be able to follow up on your customer. And now when it comes to the input flow, this is where you want to be collecting certain information like their name, for instance, you want to collect their business name information, you want to collect some information, you are doing a webinar or seminar, you want to collect some names and other stuff. From there, you can easily use this as well to collect it. And you can also create a message template for your team. I mean, for the customer, the prospect that will be coming in. Okay. And this message template, once you create it, you'll be able to use for your broadcasting as well. So when you click on Make Template, you'll be able to create a message that looks like something like this. And this is what you can use to send to or use as your broadcast campaign. Okay. Yeah. It looks like the video is really getting longer. So I'll quickly wrap up here. So this is where you want to integrate Shopify automation. And if you want to use outbound webhook, and these are default action buttons. So maybe an e-commerce business. Sometimes people say I want to talk to a human being, chat with a human being. Sometimes you want to let them chat with a chatbot. All these are predefined, flow that you can easily use to communicate with the customer. And when it comes to configuration, this is where you would actually be able to configure how your system should actually be with the AI, webhook, business hours, shared inbox, and so forth and so forth. So this is actually the end of the chatbot system that Credit Premier Network integrates or link it with their business. So at the end of the day, once we are done, we are going to link the number to your business account so that it's able to respond to all the messages, your Facebook page, so that all the messages that are coming in be responded to. And one good thing about this AI is that it doesn't rest. Okay, 24-hour support for your team. It's actually 24-hour support for your team. You can actually save up to 15,000 plus. Okay, 15,000 plus. You can do WhatsApp broadcasts. You can actually, it will save you a lot of time. It will save you a lot of time. So it will save you a lot of time of having to respond to the customer's queries day in and day out. It's going to save you from there. It has unlimited, for instance, when we check over here, free markup fees, you can assign to 2 team members and so forth over here. Okay, so the pricing is just $24, and that's for, I think that will be for annually, monthly over here. Okay, and the pro plan and so forth actually here. Right. So we are going to, we do, I did all this, or Credit is actually doing this video to support business owners, small SMEs that don't have the budget to be able to afford all these. So I'm going to leave our affiliates link. We are official partner for WhatChimp, and I'm going to leave our affiliate marketing link. Please use that to sign up, and when you do that, at least something will also come to us. And also, if all these seem a bit overwhelming, but you still want to install for your business, you can reach out to us at a little fee, and that little fee is basically for using to train the app and optimizing it for you, and seeing to it that they are up to date, and even implement all the marketing strategies that you need for your business. So that it will be able to handle all the queries that are coming in. You want us to be able to come and train your team on that? Feel free and get in touch with us, and we'll be more than happy to help you with it. This is a very good system you need to integrate for your business so that you don't keep losing customers. Because over here in Ghana, it is not about the good product or the bad product or the cheapest product. It is actually the customer who responds, or the business that responds faster. If you're able to respond faster to your client and follow up on calls faster, able to solve their problems faster, then they are always going to come to you. So you will always want to sit with that your system is up and working and is well optimized. Right. So get in touch with us, and we'll be more than happy to give you a very good and affordable price for your business. All right. See you in the next video.